The following video is proudly presented by MightyOxTrading. All information contained in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial or investment advice. Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone had a great holiday weekend. Give me 1 second. I'm adjusting my fan so it doesn't hit the mic. I thought I had done that, but apparently I didn't. There we go. I think. It looks like I got it. So, excuse me. So, let's take a look at the markets overnight. We see, first of all, we'll start with NQ, which dumped hard. You can see here, I was expecting this dump, but it didn't happen as fast as I thought it was going to. We came up hard at the open. We started off, why am I using a 1 minute chart for this? So much easier on a higher time frame, such as the hourly chart. So anyway, I gotta drop my lines yet. But anyway, so we started off here, started off at 556, came all the way up to 749, which is a perfect double top from back here. And then came down, up, down. Everybody look what's going around. And gave it all back all the way down to 506. Trying to head back down now. So overall, we had about just under 250 points of range. I'll draw lines out then. Copper still coming down the lows it hasn't seen in a long time, very long time. Anyone about 240 ticks of range. Gold just broke back through 1800 underneath. That's about 14 points of range. UltraBond. When Nasdaq's going down, you also often see the UltraBond heading up. And no difference here, about 2.5 points of range. Natural gas. Its highest candle is its opening candle. As it falls, so about 240 ticks of range. Last but not least, crude oil. All falling as well. Just about everything is falling besides the UltraBond. And about 340 ticks of range. And that's where things stand now. So let's get our NQ back. You can see NQ coming down. Move it back over to a 5 minute chart here, I think. Probably be easier. That's that beautiful move. You can see here on the 5. Let's move here right before 3 a.m., right before London. Before London opened, and getting in there would have been mean you could have and oops. Getting in there. No, wrong there. I did something right there. Could caught 150 points. You see here we're starting to head down again. Nice little break back down through the consolidation. Could have caught 30, but we'll look for more opportunities. Gold's heading down, like I said. Oil's heading down. All these beautiful moves. I gotta stop sleeping. How's everyone doing today? have a little bit of news this morning. Canadian building permits, I'm not sure if that really affects the market. That's at 8:30. U.S. factory orders at 10 a.m. Keep an eye on that, as well as the durable goods report. And then tomorrow we have the FOMC meeting minutes. We won't be streaming for that. It's happening at 2 o'clock Eastern. We have a Fed speaker tomorrow in the morning, as well as US ISM non-manufacturing PMI. Hey, Accolades, how you doing? Sounds like a good plan. I never used to get up this early either. There was a bunch of European financial reports that came out overnight, so I don't know if that's what fueled this drop or if it was just an inevitable drop from the big rise last night. So you see, we're starting today. Remember, the day technically started on Sunday because for the holiday, they run these trading days together from Sunday evening through Tuesday afternoon. So you can see I am up $437 on the Apex account. I'm up $62 on the Gauntlet. And I'm devastating, I tell you, devastatingly down $8 on TCP. Although, honestly, the TCP I'm kind of proud of. I went down about $400 on that account. Last evening, I lost 3 straight trades on NQ. And then I fought back to that number you see there. Now, the Gauntlet trade was supposed to be on the TCP, but I forgot to switch them. So if that had been on the TCP, then I would have got all the way back to green, but it's close enough. And we're starting there. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a little bit yuck. Yeah, I would not want to trade from the West Coast. I'm Central Time Zone. Want to get back to the Eastern Time Zone. Let's see. So last night I did miss some good opportunities. Even I had a good night, but obviously I missed some opportunities as well. I've really got to checking out the UltraBond. When I was looking at the 1-minute chart most as my main chart, I didn't really look at the bond because there's not a lot of volume if you go down to 1 minute. Look at these 2 moves that happened on the UltraBond last night. Beautiful break right here, down. This was over a full point down in the evening. That's over $1,000. And back up, still in the evening, by like half a point, so about $500. Then, of course, in the middle of the night, it went up big. Almost 2 points. So, but I mainly focus, obviously, except for this coming Friday, we're not trading over. I don't trade overnight. So, but this would have been beautiful. Both of these moves would have been beautiful. Got to start focusing a bit more than just on NQ. NQ is an intention help, but that's not the only thing that moved beautiful last night in the evening that I missed. We can see here. Look at copper off the open here. This would have been about a $400 move. This would have been over a $500 move. And this would have been almost a $1,000 move. Hey, Marquito. Good morning. How was your weekend? Some eggs here while we watch the market. Crude's really following. Look at that beautiful move there on Crude. We popped up here, and it was enough of a pop-up that we could have got something out of that. And then it consolidated and came down. Nice break there. I may have hesitated on that break just because of it kind of tried to break here and then failed, but then could have waited one more candle. Got in there. Could have driven this down for about 200 ticks so far. But again, that started early in the morning. But you see, I actually did catch an MCL trade last night. Very good MCL trade off this move here. I took it here. Now I should have expected to pull back, and I mean I kind of did. I used MCL, so I used a wider stop, pull back, and then whoosh down a couple of times. I held through this consolidation and finally got out, but it actually whooshed down more after I got out. But I ended up nailing 35 ticks on 2 and 40 on a last one for $100 plus on that trade. But you can see here, if I had played this could have been a nice win. So definitely a lot of opportunities last night. I gotta get better at taking more opportunities. Need a couple more screens. Part of the problem is just not having my charts where I can quickly grab them. So our low of the day on NQ, get rid of that line, is 506.5. And we're at 510 now, or just hit 510, so we might be going toward the low of the day. Setting up these lines. Yeah, actually, mine can handle 5. I've had 5 hooked up to it at one point before I was in trading. Right now I just have 2, but hoping in the near future to get number 3 and 4 hooked up if I can figure out how to fit it in where it's at, where my computer's at right now. Yep, heading down and continuing to head down here. We just broke we just broke low of the day. I hate this when things are already trending when I get on and then I can't jump on the trend because I'm always afraid it's going to reverse there and so on and so forth. By the way, for those of you seeing the banner at the top for Earn a Trade, that sale is no longer on, but unfortunately, they have not yet sent me the new promotional materials. Wow, big breakdown here. Just hitting 500. Nope, under 500. So whatever that line is from, it's now invalidated. It's from yesterday. But it bounced back up to 500. Everything's kind of still grinding down. Oil's kind of leveled. Gold's now down to 1798. Oh wow, look at natural gas as well. Holy wow, natural gas, this is a $1,500 candle. And before that was a $620 candle. So natural gas just dropped over $2,000 a contract in the last 10 minutes or so. No, in the last 6 minutes or so, because that 5 minute candle just opened. Yeah, look at this. Remember, we were just looking at the highs and lows when it came on like 20 minutes ago, and look at this. Since I drew out that yellow line, this is where our low of the day was from back here, and wow, bouncing a little bit now because it's definitely below that Bollinger, fourth Bollinger. So when it hits that, you're almost guaranteed it's going to snap back some. But whoosh! Hello, DN. How are you doing? Good morning. So bow wow wow. Copper continuing to come down. UltraBond came up. Should have taken that there. That was a nice move up. 10 ticks, followed by 3. It's still coming down. Wow. That's now almost a $2,000 candle. Now it is a $2,000 candle. Oh, that. I just moved that yellow line, and now I gotta move it again. That's gonna be a pretty hellacious snapback. It's interesting here, this is where I would have jumped in if I was up at that time. And you can see it kind of curled back up and then down. Had this green little candle here, then boom. Hey, NQ is continuing to drop as well. I'm just going to check financial juice to see whether or not there's anything fueling this drop in like everything. Yeah, I should have. I mean, I hate getting into things after it's already running like this, but obviously I could have got into for the break of 500, and that would have worked. Let's go see here. Financial juice. Huh? I am not seeing anything that could be that's suddenly fueling this. See here, about the, it's trying to break this support from back on Friday? Yep, Friday. At 11,483, we've hit 11,485. And after that, the next support would really be at 426. Honestly, when we're in a trend like this, instead of just totally staying out of it, I should jump in with one micro and just, see if I can get something out of it instead of just staying on the sidelines. You can see on the 1 minute chart, we're kind of barcoding right now with 5 to 10 point candles for each minute. So we might have found the bottom here, or it's just resting up. Oh yeah, okay. Just got my promotional. No, I didn't. Got an ad. Okay, we just broke that support, though not a clean break yet. Yeah, CL has leveled out. It's back above 108. And it's actually giving me a signal there. I mean, this is where I would get in. So I'm gonna find an MCL chart and be ready. A nice 1 minute candle a few minutes ago popped up about 25. A new 5 minute candle there popped and immediately dropped. Top of the hour. And Q continuing to try and bleed. Has not been cauterized. The fact that I got out a big word like cauterized should surprise everybody. Trying here. Quick NQ short. I'm going to cut it quick though if it comes back on me. There we go. That's what I like. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. We're out. 7.5 points. I think that's right. Yeah, 7.5 points, so $150. Real quick. Get you the numbers on that in a second. Said I was just going to start going for base hits, and that was a base hit. Oil is continuing to try and head up here as well. We'll wait for that candle to close to see what it does. Anyway, stats on that trade. I was on the gauntlet. Should have been on the TCP. Oops. Either way. So we're up $212 now on the TCP. It was a $150 trade. And we were in it all of 1 minute and 14 seconds. Go. And there we go. I will still watch it all. And we see NQ is still coming down. I got what I wanted there. Okay, NQ is continuing to drop. ES is continuing to drop. Crude is leveled here. We'll wait. So we'll wait for this to start showing signs that actually wants to get some momentum. So like I say, I usually don't like to jump into a trade that, where when things are already trending. But it was kind of a break of this here. It got down to the 480, and so we broke that support. So I just thought we'll try it, and it worked. Still going down, of course. This is this 15-minute candle that just opened 6 minutes. It goes down 18 points. Eventually, the goal is to be able to get a big trend like this. Off of this short signal here, we see we had the pullback slightly, but off of that signal there, we are already down more than 50 points. So that's the kind of move eventually I'm hoping to catch. But right now, base hits is what I need. Consistent base hits. Wow, look at that move. Continuing down now. Heading toward 11,450. Just dropping. Now, like I said, I think I said our next support is about 426. I guess I should probably just jumped in with a micro as well. Crude just hugging that EMA. Give me a second here. Oh, was that the right one? No, that's not the right one. Looking for old earn to trade banners so I can replace that one until they send out the new material. But I don't see it. Because it's the same as an old. Maybe that's it. Yep, there we go. Got it. 8C. There we go. Give me a minute here while I switch banners. And MCL, I'm trying to show some life there. Or CL, I should say, I guess. Oops. There we go. So that's the discount. You earn a trade discount TCP for $90. Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump in long here. So in with 3 MCLs on the TCP. Cost myself something there. I mean, if I had jumped in, I should, I got in. I just gotten in when I got the signal. I would have got in 10 ticks earlier. So that was probably a lesson to be learned there, maybe. Maybe found a bottom here on NQ. Here's my MCL trade. See where it goes. So not a lot of talking today besides accolades. Where's everybody at? Everyone's still recovering from the weekend? How's everybody doing today? Everybody's working. Oh. Nope, I guess we didn't find the bottom. NQ's continuing, just broke 450. Hey, Joe. Glad to hear that. MightyOxTrading proudly presents our once-a-month overnight extended live stream. I invite you to join me on Friday, July 8th, starting at 2 a.m. for 9 hours of live trading of the futures market. At 3 a.m., we will trade the London session open and continue through the night. At 8:30 a.m., the markets rock and roll with non-farm payroll report, and we will live trade this important news event. Then at 9:30, we'll listen for the bell to ring and trade the U.S. regular trading hours cash open. So grab a snack, a comfy chair, and some or lots of caffeine, and join me for some or all of this special 9-hour stream on Friday, July 8th. Oh, Crude just blew up. We're up $64 on this trade, 70. Well into the Bollingers on the 1, but you can see here 32 ticks. Expecting a little bit of a pullback here though, because well into the Bollingers on the 1. Let's see though what happens. Up almost 30 ticks, 25. Oh, look at that. Look at that go. Trailing stop, trailed. Just we're out with 2, still in with 1. We're up $43 on the 1. I'm not even sure what we just got on the other 2. Hold on. Looks like 39 ticks each. I'm gonna close out this 1. Maybe. Yeah. I'm gonna close that there. We'll get it back in if we want to see, but we did hit the Bollinger on the 5 as well, so we might be pulling back. That was an excellent win there. Glad to see you got that 2 accolades. Let's go look at the stats on that one. We were down $8 on the TCP. Now we are. Now we're up 102. So that was a $110 trade. We are now green on all 3 accounts. P&L updated. There we go. 212 on the Gauntlet, 102 on the TCP, 437 on Apex. Let's continue to rock and roll here. And by the way, accolades, thank you for pointing out Crude earlier, because my attention did not grab onto it until you mentioned it about the possible reversal. Gold's popping up here. Do we have downward trending bands into that pop up though? But it seems like gold and oil both just came to life. Nice little move. You see gold pop back over 1800. It hit a low of 1796. And so it's come up about 5 points. Oh yeah. Another one of these. want to thank everyone for joining me this morning. About 8:15 on the East Coast. 5:15 for poor accolades. If you like the content, liking the stream, please hit that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm. Trying to grow the channel. I know the goal probably won't be reached, but I'd love to be at 1,000 subscribers by the time I hit the 1-year anniversary of me starting the stream, which is on September 3rd. So if you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you as part of the herd. If you know anyone that might enjoy this stream, this content, invite them. Big candle there on gold. Almost 4 points. Crude did continue to go up, so I could have stayed in, but I'm not, can't worry too much about that. $5 This wow, gold is really blowing up here. And obviously, I mean, we could see here I was reversing, did hit the band here, came up green, small green. But it really didn't fit my criteria until now, technically. But now I don't like to go in after a huge candle like that. See if it pulls back here some. We do have now 2 small green candles here on NQ as it tries to pop back up. Low of the day now, it's 11,441. Copper trying to pop up about easy for me to say. So copper made the same move kind of there that gold did, but not quite as dramatic. Excellent accolades. Excellent. UltraBond continuing to move up. We're definitely have to start playing the UltraBond. You can see here, even if I had waited for this signal, long signal here, it's riding those bands. But if we had gotten in here, which is the place that I should, basically I followed my strategy, or even here. Let's go with here. Not sure it's much difference. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Move up for over a point. Natural gas finally found a low. But what a move that was as well. Gold. See, this is why I didn't want to get in on that gold. Pulling back, lost almost that whole candle that gained. Crude starting to level out a bit here after that quick move up. UltraBond continuing to rise up. And so we've had about quick math, early morning math. Rose back up by like 30 points here on NQ. Huh. No Matt LaRocco this morning. Wonder where he's at. Oh wow! So gold just gave back that entire candle and almost the entire move. 5.5 points back down, back under 1800. So watching for our next move. We've had a couple nice wins already this morning. Friday ended up being a green day on all three accounts. Looking to make that a second day. And then let's make that a trend. Couple minutes we have Canadian building permits. I don't think that's going to do anything, but we'll watch. I'm right back up, so I'm not sure what the heck gold's doing here. I mean, look at that. Those candles stand out compared. I mean, they look like they're maybe the largest candles of the entire session of the entire day, and they just up and keep going up and down. Uh, see, crude still going up. I gotta let that runner run. I too quickly cut that runner and don't let it run. Obviously, we got out on that last one. Look here. Got out at. Oh, I lost it. 108.64. It's up to 108.93. So we could have got 30 more ticks out of it. It's the runner's meant to run, and yet I cut it quickly. It's stupid. And that is the hardest part for me. Or I shouldn't say it's the hardest part for me. It's hard for me to figure out where exactly to exit trades. When is the trend done, etc. But really, the trend just started there, so. And now gold has two smaller green candles. That could be a sign that things are heading in the right direction. We'll see where this candle ends up. We are at the, we are at the half hour. News does not seem to be. Well, we're down 10 points on IQ. Let's go see what the Canadians did. Eh, it's actually a positive number. Building permits month over month, 2.3%. Expect it was negative 1.3%. That's a huge beat. Now we do have at 10 a.m. Eastern U.S. factory orders month over month, as well as durable goods reports. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Yep, strong candle here. So, you know, if I had seen if this candle here without these preceding two candles that did this, I would have taken this trade, and this would have been a good trade. But because did this beforehand, I didn't take this. And you can see, let's see, and now it's curious to see whether or not we top above 1804.9, which is the high of this candle. See if where that gets. And I don't, yeah, it just topped it. I don't think I want to play with it though. I don't know. Got 2 minutes to go on that 5. And Q trying to pull back down. Seems like the market's taking a breath here. We're less than an hour from the bell. See, UltraBond. Yeah, everything's kind of. Well, natural gas is continuing to try and fall. Not afraid of falling, but I can't get off the ground. Yeah, I can't figure out what song that's from. I know it's from a song, but I even put it in Google and I can't find it. You see how much the UltraBond's gone up in the last hour since I moved this yellow line last? All the bonds have, of course. Gold made that new daily low. Let's check out the other metals. Platinum, been falling. Silver's doing that same thing gold did. I guess agriculture had not only yesterday off, but today off as well. I didn't realize that. It's going to be an interesting open tonight. Copper continuing to contend. Copper is just. Oh, this is a daily chart on copper. Oh, this. Last time we were this low. All the way back here. Actually. Oh, didn't touch there. Last time we were this low was December 10th, 2020. So 18 months. 18-month low on copper. Obviously, it doesn't really matter for us day traders, but I think it's interesting. British pounds pounding. Yen popped up nice. Wow, look at the Canadian dollar just fall all night long. All night long tonight. Yeah. So that's why I didn't jump in on gold. Almost looks like an NQ open. Crude pulled back down to its EMA line. UltraBond continues to climb. Natural gas continues to fall. I continue to wait for my next entry. About 20 minutes away from the top of the hour, crude desk opens then. Crude is trying to pull down here. Has turned my EMA white to blue. But it's got 4 minutes on this 5-minute candle, so we'll see what happens. And Q trying to come up to that EMA. It's made it all the way back up to 11,477. 471 now. Gold's still indecisive what it wants to do. Can't stand indecisive metals. That's solid move down here on crude. I don't know. Sometimes when they come down like this right here, this is where they might hang. So I'm gonna kind of wait. I say hang, I mean they just kind of stop there and then they go back up. Gold's making the same move, although didn't make, it's also now back below that EMA. But how do I trust it right now? Those last 5 candles give me trust issues. Meanwhile, UltraBond now, if I had taken that signal and just hold on for dear life, be up almost 2 points. So there's Crude's next 5-minute candle. Let's see what it does. Well, see if this is a learning situation, and if I should have taken it. Meanwhile, gold's also still coming down, so maybe I should have taken that as well. Never take a trade you're uncomfortable with. Unless you're uncomfortable with them all, then you need to figure out why that is. Yes, there was a time that I did feel that way. So that wasn't meant as in jest, it was serious. Yep, so crude down 17 ticks. So I should have went with that entry. I mean, there was no reason not to, except for a feeling that. Try to see if I can find an example real quick here. Probably won't find one now. Of course not. Kind of like this. You see how this came down, came back up. That's not really the example I was looking for, though. Here, this is kind of it, where after a move up, it kind of comes down and hangs, and then just kind of consolidates it, or even goes right back up. Or right here, this is a perfect example, actually. Broke the EMA and hung, and then went back up. That's kind of what I was afraid of there. But as you can see, as I was trying to find examples, it seems like that is a lesser chance than it actually working. So Maybe I should have taken that. Gold as well. Either of these trades would have worked. So gold down 1.3. Crude down 20 ticks. Why is everybody so quiet today? That's fine. You can be quiet. Obviously, I'm not gonna. No, I don't force anyone to talk. It just seems like it just seems weird. Gold's popping back up, or trying to there. Meanwhile, crude's continuing to try and push down, but we're 10 minutes away from crude desk opening. Good morning, Burl. How are you doing today? How was your holiday weekend? This thing is on, right? People are hearing me, right? I haven't been muted or anything all this time, have I? Cool. Fun. Hot down there? It's hot up here, so I guess it doesn't matter. Yes. Uh, well, I mean, since Sunday, since it's all one trading day, but yeah. Uh, did the 437 on Apex from Sunday night and Monday morning. And then the gauntlet and TCP since last night and this morning. My goal is to average between $200 to $300 on each account every day this month. That'll get me funded on all three. I need to ramp up the Apex a little above that though because I don't want to have to renew. And renewal is on, I believe, the 16th. TCP was actually, I lost my first three trades on it last night. I was down almost $400, so I've gone from almost $400 down to 102 up. Trading the 5 minute mostly on most things. In the evenings during Asia session, I'm still trading the 1 minute on the NQ, looking at both the 1 and the 5. But for the most part, yeah, everything else is on the 5 now. But during the slower Asia sessions, I still use the 1 for NQ. Yeah, I do. It's I don't have to make decisions as quickly. I can analyze things better. I've always been the kind that likes to analyze before jumping into something, and the 1 minute chart really doesn't allow that for the most part. So, and right now my goal is just to get base hits to get my $200 to $300 a day, and then once I do that, once I pass these these evals and all, and I fund it and then get a cushion, then I can start going for larger moves off the 5 minutes. 1 minute's constantly going up and down, but like here I'm looking at like UB. There's CFT's favorite thing, and I'm seeing this. This is a 2 point move. That's a $2,000 move. Once I have a buffer, I can start using two contracts, cashing out with one, and going for the bigger moves off the bigger time frame. With the 1 minute chart, you almost have to be staring at that chart constantly. Oop, NQ just popped back down to the new low of the day, 11,433. ES as well, down to 37.75. Gold's making a U-turn. Somebody give it a ticket. And Q's definitely just been falling. Can't help falling. I can't come up with a lyric there. I mean, I know what the lyric is, but it's, ooh, wow. Crude desk opened and boom, 55, 66, 60 ticks down. Crude at a new low of the day, I believe. I believe. It's silly, but I believe. Anyway, tell me what line that movie is from. Continuing down, look at this. 84 ticks down, crude selling off. So, lesson learned here. I hesitated to get in on this short. And look what would happen if I had. I mean, over a full point. Of course, we're 79 ticks on this candle now. Oh, wow. Look at it go now. Almost a full point on this candle. There's a full point. Wow. Crude definitely cruding. I don't know what that means. Probably bounce here, though, I would assume. At least some. And Q's also trying to head down. Gold heading down. Everything's heading down. Down. Ooh, look at copper. Copper with a huge move down. That's over $500 candle. So, yep, I added that this weekend. I like it. I think I have it set to go off every 30 minutes. So it's not too annoying. Crude now down 126 ticks on this 5-minute candle. 139 ticks. It's just like dropping faster than I can even count. 149 ticks. Wow. Look at that. So lots of red today. Copper. Wow, copper. That's $1,000 candle now. Waiting for our next good entry. I mean, I obviously blew that crude entry there, but you know. That's almost a, wow, that's coming close to a 2-point candle. Closed before it could do it, but wow. You see gold grinding down as well. So obviously, you know, this made me skittish, which is why I didn't get in there. And you can see, I mean, if I would gotten in here, when it originally came down about 2, so I would have got my target before it pulled back. I got 2 points. You see, it's continuing to head down. It's come down 3. It's back below 1800. See if it gets back below 1796 over here. Maybe we might be interested in jumping in. Sorry about the yawn. A lot of people not trading today or just quiet. Not a lot of people here today. we're watching here as everything kind of moves down, although indices are kind of just stagnant right now. Up and down, in and out, left and right, hot and cold. Watching gold continue to come down. Gold continuing to come down at a very fast pace. As is crude. So definitely missed opportunities there. I should have gold. I should have taken this bounce here and got in before this candle. Didn't even occur to me. I'm not sure why. Probably because gold did this and I was kind of scared of it. But see a nice move down. That'd been a great win there on micros. Hey CBR, how you doing? Yeah, look at this gold move now. Wow, look at this move down. So another thing I need to look at is maybe I missed obviously I missed the move there, but we got to I used to rely on these short signals. You see the short signal there, and obviously that signal has still been good here. So I got to look at do I how many times do I have multiple opportunities to get into trade using not just the break of the EMA, but like look at here. If we, this would have been my cue. Well, this would have been my cue to get in. But if I had missed this, getting in on that short signal obviously would have worked as well. So I gotta be not so rigid to just follow one set of rules. Especially since I have multiple weeks of data, 20 weeks or so, to show the signals also work. So I should be using those together and not just one or the other. So work on that as well. After work today, CBR? The Bitcoin people were so happy when got it back above 20,000. They're probably not so happy anymore. Down to 19.3. Oh, nice. Great job. So you still have days to trade on the other one, CBR? I forget where you're at on that. We are about 15 minutes from the bell. No ace yet. No RJ. Crude continues to come down. So big move down. I mean, you can see here where we made this yellow line. Actually, and I moved the yellow line already. You can see how far we've fallen. We now have about a 6.5 point range on the day. It's a huge move down. Checking this out. See where this goes. So, be interested to see what happens here at the open. Let me just go back here. See that the Bollingers are definitely coming down harsh on 5 minute. It does have room to move up. Bollingers are coming up, so they're coming together. And that's sure we're coming down, of course, as well on the 15. Nope. Let's see what the open brings us. We're about 12 minutes away. Sorry, there's probably somebody on there in the trade Discord. So we are 10 minutes from the bell. Somebody wake up Ace and RJ and all the other people that are missing today. A big move. Well, I should say big. 3 points. We aren't really moving much right now as we head toward the open. We aren't moving much at all. I don't even know why I started singing. I'm just bored right now. So pop back up on copper, copper popping, popping copper. Natural gas pop back up there into those downward trending bands. UltraBond just continuing to rise up. Platinum just continues to fall as well. People forget about platinum. Platinum gets upset about that. But you can see here, right here opening the entry. And look at this fall. Whoosh. Not afraid of fall. Anyway, 18 points, 19 points. That's almost $950. Beautiful. Good morning, John. How are you doing? Gold. Gold hit a low of 1793.2. See here. Let's see here. So we are 5 minutes from the bell. Someone needs to wake everybody up. MightyOxTrading proudly presents our once-a-month overnight extended live stream. I invite you to join me on Friday, July 8th, starting at 2 a.m. for 9 hours of live trading of the futures market. At 3 a.m., we will trade the London session open and continue through the night. At 8:30 a.m., the markets rock and roll with non-farm payroll report, and we will live trade this important news event. Then at 9:30, we'll listen for the bell to ring and trade the U.S. regular trading hours cash open. So grab a snack, a comfy chair, and some or lots of caffeine, and join me for some or all of this special 9-hour stream on Friday, July 8th. That's excellent, John. And you gold, you two fight, but you always seem to come out on top. I'm green on all three accounts so far. Ouch, yeah. That's the thing about the bonds is, you got to be willing to take a little bit of risk there. I'm figuring on at least on UB, you need at least a 4 or 5 tick stop. I have wins this morning on NQ and I have wins this morning on MCL. Also wins last night on NQ and MCL. Yeah, huge dump. Thank you, John. Are you long on gold, John? Definitely. We seem like we're trying to get back to the lows from Friday. Friday's lows were all the way down to 1783.4. So we're still about 10 points above. Oh, there's the bell. Oops, I wasn't paying attention. Let's see where we go. NQ down 30 points here at the open. New daily low. Yeah, new daily low. Down to 11,421. Bounced. ES down 350. Gold down slightly. $38 points down now. $42. Big move down now, 43. Gold and crude really not doing anything. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Down to 11,400. Oops, broke 11,400. Down 62 points. ES down by 12. $61. So they definitely, so the sell-off continues. Let's see if it rebounds here at some point. Let's look at our thing here. We broke this resistance from a few days ago, our support. Are bouncing a little bit here on the 1 minute. Yes, it is. Bounced a little bit, back up to 416. Take a look at our daily here. Here's our this support 380 yeah, 383. Came close to that. It came down to 389. A little bit of a popping back up there now. You can see how far we wicked down through that fourth band, so that was definitely a tell that we were going to bounce back. I should have played that. Oops. So we also hit the third band on the 15. That doesn't mean we're not going to continue going down on the next candle, but it was definitely a tell that we're going to bounce here on the 5 and back up some like we have. See how deep that got. ES, not quite as deep, but deep. Crude's still going down. Crude now under 104. Well under 104, actually. So the opening 5-minute candle closed 41 points in, going down over 60. It's still trying to come down here though. Still just hovering right above 11,400. Nobody's here today. I don't know. I don't know if it's a holiday hangover or what. But no RJ and no Ace and like none of most of the regulars. It's the lowest viewership I've had in a long time. Back. Stream's telling me my bit rate's low, so if you see swirling, that's why. I think everything's okay. Gold, much to John's dismay, is continuing to head down. Trying to bounce here on NQ a bit. Oh my god, guys. Get this. You're not going to believe this. Canadian futures trader just made an $11,000 trade on corn. I didn't realize corn opened, but wow. Look at that move down on corn. I didn't realize that it was opening today at like now. Look at this. He, So CFT jumped on a corn contract last week on a swing trade in his regular trading account, his brokerage account, and just caught this move. 5 contracts, 31 points. A point on corn is the same as ES, so 50 points times 30 times 5 contracts. And I come up, he was in since last week, so he was already in the money. $11,000. Wow. So anyway, back to, sorry, got distracted there. NQ is continuing to hover above 400. Gold's continuing to grind, and John, sorry about your loss. I apologize. I just noticed that. Yeah, I mean that's just amazing. He showed the screenshot of it. Not that I would always believe CFT anyway. He's never given me any reason not to. But he showed the screenshot. It was amazing. Oh, excellent accolades. Yeah, I need to start learning to trade the open. I said it was going to go down. Like, yeah, I was looking at the chart. This is, the 5 minute. This is things you really can't see on the one. Obviously, we were downtrending all morning, and the chance that it was going to reverse here on this 5 minute chart, it would have been really weird if it had. So I was thinking we were going to go down, and I should have played that at least with a micro. I didn't, but that's okay. I'm still up on the day. I'm happy with that. I'm still, we still have an hour or so, hour and a half on the stream, so there's still opportunities here. Watching for them. Gold continues to drop. Obviously, I had no idea that Ag opened at 8:30. Not that I would have played Ag, but that was just an awesome move down. I even said the other day, because there was something about Ukraine. I said this is going to be some kind of opening, and it's a shame that it didn't trade yesterday. So I had a feeling this was going to happen. Not that dramatically, but wheat fell almost the same way, 22. Gold continues to fall. Everything's falling. Well, as I say that, it pops up by 34 points on NQ. So I'm really happy for CFT. I've never honestly seen an $11,000 trade, not even in Sim, except the one time that the paper trading on TradingView was like 50. Somehow got screwed up, and they were giving like $50,000 a tick to agriculture. There, if I had caught it a candle sooner. Why did it fire so late? Pounds pounding up. Yeah, maybe we hit bottom here. Well, maybe not. Well, we'll see. Big pop up. 46 points back up. So maybe NQ's going to try and rise up here. Rise up and be counted. We are going to find micros. We're not going to play not going to play the big guy here. Somewhere here I have a chart. Where's my MNQ chart? There it is. There she be. Okay. Still got 3 minutes on this candle though. 3.5 actually. Oh, TCP I guess. Then we'll see what we can get here. Hey RJ, glad to see you. Apparently Ace felt the same way. You guys out partying together? Because Ace hasn't shown up either. And Matt Larocco as well. Matt said he didn't feel like trading today. But I appreciate you stopping in. Big move up here. Strong 61.5 minute candle. Continuing to rise up. 72. Back above the price we had at the open. Switching over to this view here, let's see. Last hourly candle's high was 491. We're at 470. EMA on the 15-minute chart is around 500, 504. It's a strong candle up. Should have played the 1 minute here. Could have easily nailed 30 points. Fortunately, big candles scare me to jump in on afterwards because oftentimes they'll retrace for a bit. It's already kind of retracing a little bit there. The high of this candle is 485. It's down to 474. There's a pullback a little bit. 30 seconds on this 5-minute candle. So we'll wait for it to go back toward green. You can see the big pullback here. Wow, might even finish underneath that EMA line now. Not quite. And it's popping right back up. I'm going to take a long here, 1 MNQ. I'm not confident in it at all. Oh wow, yeah, it's good. It's coming right down on me here. So I only went 1 MNQ. Yep, stopped me right out. I should have waited. So I'm gonna watch and see if it gets back above that wick, and then I'll be interested. Took the $30 shave there. Still green on the TCP. Glad I only went with 1 there. Yeah, right back down. Why would you say that, RJ? Something wrong? Oh. I always appreciate your input. Ah, still doesn't mean you can't give analysis. Gold continuing to grind down toward its lows from last week. NQ did fake me out. I should have known better with that large wick. Stay now, RJ. I got you. So still three. Yeah, easy for me to say. Still green on all three accounts. Still look for an opportunity to get the TCP back up a little higher. I figured that's what you meant, RJ. Pull up NQ's staying under that EMA, 433. NQ's chart and ES's chart look somewhat, I mean, kind of similar, but not similar. That made no sense. Down to 418. The big candle up, two small candles back down. Probably should have played that because, I mean, it did re-break underneath the EMA. That could have grabbed this. I just didn't react in time there. Or I shouldn't say react. I didn't analyze that correctly. ES, new low of the day for it. All the way down to 37.48. Crude's kind of leveled out right above 103. I just saved y'all from hearing a really big sneeze. But Nazi's back. All of a sudden I can't talk. Nazi's bouncing. Hit a low 407 on this 5-minute candle, all the way back up to 436. It's indecisive. Indecisive, and it feels so good. I don't know. No idea why I just sang that. No idea. The hour candle's basically a doji. Excuse me for 1 minute. And right back down on NQ. Up, down, left, right, AB start. Which way does it go, George? Which way does it go? Wow. Yeah, it's totally indecisive right now. Meanwhile, gold continuing to dump down to 1780. Gold. If John's still here, he's glad he got out of that trade. Yeah, we are now lower than we got to on Friday. Daily chart on gold shows we have not been this low since December. Yeah, I'm just I'm waiting for it to stop playing around here. If it starts showing its upward momentum, I'll go long. Right now, it's just hanging on that EMA line on the 5-minute chart. I'm looking at the RSI, and I don't usually do the old overbought and oversold thing. I'm seeing Crude's well below the 30 line right now. NQ right back down, 30-point candle. So bears are not giving up the fight here. They're taking it to the bulls. Low of the day is 11,389. ES hanging around 37.44. It's low of the day. Crude just hit another low of the day. It's down to 1776. Guess it's trying to get down to there for Independence Day. Someone tell it's a little late. Wow. Gold just breaking down. You can see ES has actually been smoother than NQ has. Probably should switch to ES. NQ popped back up. Big candles, no whammies. UltraBond. Trying to give a short signal here. EMA is just turning blue. We have these tightly tight bands. You can see though the last few times it gave us good signal is during a tightening. What's the smaller tick one doing? Wrong one. Not quite the same. They're all a little different. Wow, gold's down to 1767. I mean, these last two candles have been 20 points. Holy crap. So eventually this is the types of moves I want to just be able to get in and stay in. Look at this. If I take this short here, this is at 1800. 33 points since. $3,300. So now we're starting to see a move up on NQ. I'm looking at the 1 minute. Let's look at the 1 minute. See here, nice curl around. Hanging right on that EMA on the 5 again. It keeps coming up and down to it. Magnetized. $491 to $495, somewhere in that area is the EMA line. I could look. That would help. 492 to be exact. It's got some room to move to the upside. The upside girl, even living in this white wedded world. I don't know. UltraBond trying to come down. Going long here on NQ. Took the long 2 MNQs. Oh wow, I guess I did that at the right time. Okay, we're gonna watch here. This is where we just passed the spot where we wicked and we just kind of bounced. 85 was where we wicked earlier. See if it breaks that or if it can hold it. If not, we're gonna get out. Oh, look at there. There we go. Oh, big pullback there. Jumpy. Jumpy. Trying another run here. Nope. Taking it off the table there. Probably too soon. We got 14 and a half points, so it's 28, about $58 on that trade. Yeah, well, it's still bouncing there. I probably definitely got out too early, but I didn't want to give it all back. I'll tell you how much it was in a second. We're up $129 now, so we were up how much? 71. So it was a $58 trade. It's definitely struggling there around 480 for now. I mean, we'll see. Watch it go up. Yeah, there it goes. But that's okay. Yeah. So I gotta start holding better, but again, going for base hits. But I need a few more base hits, I guess. Going toward RJ's target, that just hit 500. Gold a little bounce. By little, I mean 5 points. Crude slightly bouncing up, heading toward 104. 55.5-minute candle here on NQ. So yeah, I could have got way more out of that. I assume you got a winner there, RJ, or are you still in it? Oh, bunch of things popping there. UltraBond, HG. Let's see. Copper trying to come up. Platinum trying to come up. Silver still dying. The gold now with a huge 48-point range today. So Q hit 509, pulling back here by 22 points. So, so everything fell agriculture. 33 points down. So happy to be up triple digits in all three accounts. Big pullback. $35 points back down to 11,470. Surprised I got a net win out of that because that's actually a pretty ugly looking chart. So the 1 minute chart doesn't look as bad here. See, the 1 minute gave us a couple of clear moves right here. Could have got in on this short for 20 points. Excuse me. And here, any one of these candles would have been good for that move up. It's just like this candle here. I mean, we could have got 13, but then you had this nasty pullback. That would have nailed us. I'm still happy trading off the 15. I mean the 5, but the ones right now would have been more accurate, for lack of a better word. Precise. That's the word. That's much better. So we're trying to come back up here. Bounced off that band on the 1. Shouldn't bounce things off bands. They don't like it. It messes up the music. Guess that was horrible even for me. Try to head back up here. See if it gets back above 509. It's where it topped earlier. Sticking around 500 right now. Sticky. Yep. Gold try to come back down. Another red candle. Crude not doing much at all. Oh, I forgot we had factory orders. at 10 o'clock. That's partially what's causing some of this. Factory orders were positive, 1.6%. Expected was 0.5, so that's a big beat. Durable goods was also a beat of the estimate. So that's partially what's fueling some of this. Gotta get back above 500 once more. Still feeling bullish, but it's struggling. The struggle is real. Very, very jumpy right now. Just having trouble sustaining the move. That probably means once it gets going, it's gonna blow. Kaboomzy. I want to thank everyone for joining me this morning. We'll probably trade for another 30 minutes or so. Please feel free to say hello in the chat. No one's talking today. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if you're all just tired or hungover from the weekend. Long weekend. If you all maybe can't hear me because you got your eardrums blown up with fireworks. Big move back down here in queue. Or what's going on. But definitely feel free to say hello in the chat. Ask any questions, comments, anything you want. Oops. I have a ninja chart here blocking these alerts. Let's see what copper's doing. Copper. Hanging on that EMA. Let's see what ZF is doing. ZF is broke. Interesting. It's touching. I'm not touching you. We'll continue to keep an eye on that. Big move back down on. Wow, there. Yep, there's the burst. New high there was 519. Doesn't look like it's going to be able to hold it. So right back down. Did hit those bands on the one. Gold's leveled out. Crude's not really doing much. I shouldn't say that. It's down 48 ticks on this 5-minute candle. It just doesn't look like it's doing much. Back under 500 for NQ. It's back above 500, trying to push up again. Strong candle up here on the bonds. After a little dip down. Nasdaq's trying again. Back above that, back to that 519 area. And dips right back down. Indecisive here. NQ is UltraBond looks like it wants to come down. Yeah, I tend to agree. We're still going to rise up. It's just taking its sweet time. There's 530. I jumped in with a 1 micro here. There's my target's right at that 550 level, that 554 level that RJ's talking about. It's actually at 551. Should have jumped in with more. By 47, 48, 50. Target hit. So that quick, within a minute, we hit 551, 553 and a half. It's not going to give it to you. Oh, there it is. There's 554. Great call, RJ. Wish I had done 2 micros there, or for that matter, mini, but still a winner. Wheat trying to recover from its big fall earlier, sending a long signal there, and changing color of the EMA. That might be interesting to me then. Yep. 569. This blew through that one. 574. Wow, 68.5 minute candle here. Looking like it wants to maybe head up towards 600. Once you get around me, you couldn't resist. Up to, we just hit a high of 595. We'll have to tell Ace all the fun he missed. look at Ace, and he could have got his 2 points times 10. Hopefully he hasn't breaking any more body parts. Great job, RJ. Yep, I went conservative there, and I shouldn't have, but that's okay. Pulling back just a bit now. There's wheat again. Ooh, stretch. Platinum just made a nice move. Should have grabbed that long on platinum. Thank you. Just got above 600. It's rising up. It wants to be known. Watching this wheat as well. ES back up to 37.75. Pull back there on wheat. UltraBond, I said about taking a trade off of that, and I should have 8 ticks down there. Having a nice $250 win. Crude's almost completely flat with big candles, I should say. Keeps going up and down every 5 minutes. Probably looks horrible on a 1-minute chart. So let's look at a 1-minute chart. Crude. Not terrible, actually. That would have been a loser. ES pulling back through its EMA line. We are approaching about 15 minutes left on the stream, unless something really exciting happens. So ES definitely trying to come back down here. Now you can see ES is breaking through its EMA, whereas NQ is well above it. So they have not been running the same kind of path today. I mean, they've been running together, but not to the same extremes, I guess is the way I want to say. That said, if I would have taken this break of the EMA on ES, I could have got 4 points. NQ is pulled back by over 50. Gold's still hanging around 1771, and crude is back under 103. Its low today is 102.29. UltraBond. So I was in a real quick trade in and out. If I had gone in there, I would have to have been, because you can see it's trying to pop back up. It's kind of sideways as well now. Market seems to be running out of energy. Platinum. What's platinum doing? Platinum pulling. So it looks like platinum came up, hit the band here, maybe trying to come back down. I'm not sure I've ever placed a trade on platinum. Silver. What a drop on silver. I mean, we're looking at this drop on gold, which is obviously huge as well, but So look at our high of the day on silver, and like I said, I never trade silver because of its tick value. It's 2100, 20.100. We just hit 19.105, which means it's come down a full point. No, that's not right. 1/10 of a point. There we go. That's better. Anyway, the point is, that's a $5,000 move. I think. Hold on a minute. Short. Hmm. 200 ticks. Yep, that's right. 200 times 25. 5,000. Math. So I often say that, big moves end with a big candle, and that's what we saw here. Could have possibly played that short there. What's interesting here is I'm not looking at this as much as I should be. This RSI Bollinger, let's look at it's hit twice above. And let's look at that. This candle, and we reversed by 20. And then this candle, when we reversed by 30. So I got to start paying more attention to that. Down to 522. So we've fallen. Wow, we've fallen 80 points. Coming down toward that 500. Ooh, New Zealand dollar's ugly. But look at the Canadian dollar. Wow. And that's just following that's just following our indices. 242 ticks at $5 a tick. That's $1,000 move. Obviously not as much as other things, but a little bit more safe. So watching ES is continuing to come down as well. And that one, again, that broke the EMA, and I guess I should have grabbed it. I didn't because I wasn't sure this NQ was going to keep coming down, and it was still above its EMA. So that's a lesson learned there as well. Or I should say a lesson taught. Whether or not I learn it and remember it for next time is a different story. Gold back down, coming down toward its lows. He was hanging here at 520. Well, crude's below 102, down almost down to below 101. Sudden move down the south there. Way down south on the Chattahoochee. So the question is, I wonder if I'll ever have the guts. I hope I do. To go short when the thing turns blue, my trigger here, and then just stay in until it comes, it either touches or turns back to white, or gives an obvious sign that it's done. Because there's no obvious sign along this way. Yeah, grind it up. There's also no obvious sign that it was heading back down, though. So just until this line turns blue, the line turns white. This would be a, $7,000 trade on a regular CL. And that's what I want to do eventually. Will I ever have the guts? Of course, if you want to talk about that, 15-minute chart started here. But this pullback would have been like, I'm not sure I could, that would have been $1,000 pullback if I was in this trade from up here. That would have been tough to sit through. Yeah, it looks like the market's run out of oomph. It's getting oomphless. No more oomph-a-loompas. So I should have taken an UltraBond. No, UltraBond's the ZF, which is I try to watch because it's a smaller tick. It isn't doing the same moves by any means. But look at the UltraBond here. Came down here. Why does this look different? Yeah, I guess it doesn't. Just one has the bands and one doesn't. So here it broke, but it could have got 3 ticks reversed in a not fun way. Then once it came back down, I said we could grab this for 8 ticks. And you see it stair step back up. And now look at this. If we had played this break of the EMA, gone up about 8, but we definitely needed a 6 tick stop. Okay, folks, let's take one last look at NQ. Oh, NQ came down to the EMA line. So a full 88 from, sorry, 609 down to 507. Well, it did break below 500 and bounce back up. Excuse me 1 second. So, well, we'll stay here for a couple more minutes, see whether or not 500 holds. I will not bow. I will not break. Here's the fight at 500. Oops. I may hear some loud noises. Just kind of, oh, yeah, down by 10, down underneath it by 10 now, down to 490. So we'll watch. In case you hear noise, I'm putting a few groceries away. Don't mind me. Yes, I am multi-talented. I can stream and do other things at the same time. I can even walk and chew gum. Well, I can't say that anymore. I have struggle with walking. I used to be able to walk and chew gum. I can hobble and chew gum now. Hanging right above here. Ouch. There's definitely a battle here, so we'll just watch for a few more minutes, see where we go. EMA is like right on 500 here, 50. Yeah, the EMA line is right at 500, 11,500. Minutes ago in this new 5-minute candle here. Watching this. RJ used to hear if this breaks, are we gonna go like free fall? Free falling. See, longer stream, you get more singing. Kind of bouncing here though, back up to 500. Back above that EMA, and EMA start back to the white. Seems like bulls are trying to defend. Yep, makes sense because a lot of people on both sides ended up dead. Up, another break. It's getting strength here with a minute to go on this candle. 1 minute to go on this candle. Strength down to 480, 482. It's a low 475 on this candle. Watching the 1-minute chart out of the corner of my eye. Bouncing here around 490. Ten seconds on this 5-minute candle and a big retreat right here at the end of this candle. Back up to 500. Bears trying to take the offensive back. What a fight. Seriously, this is actually a pretty epic fight here. Otherwise, we're going to be consolidating here for a while. uh, That's okay. If Ace had been here, he would already been gone for his run by now anyway. Yep. Took the short here. See, they're down to 68. Pulling back there. Yep. Bouncing in the 75 area. Should have taken that. I should have taken the profit. It's bouncing here. Moving my stop a bit closer here. Back up to right at 500. See what happens. Uh-oh, okay. I think we're gonna bounce here, but maybe not. I hear cannons in the distance. That's not looking good. Watching, waiting. Last trade of the day, either way, no matter what. I think the Bulls might be winning this one here. I'll try to curl back up above that EMA line. EMA is sitting at 492. Bouncing off of that EMA. Back down. Oh, nice. I like red. Nope. Green, red. I don't know. Wow. Oh, another charge by the Bulls. And Bears. Bears, bulls, big animals. Bears, bulls defend, bulls stopping me out. It came with a tick of stopping me out. Yep, I'm out. I should have taken the profit down in here, but my mistake. So I'm green by $15 on that account now. But the other two are up to 12 and 437, so green day all around. I do want to thank everyone for joining me today. We'll revisit this tomorrow and see where it went. I may take another trip. Well, see, it's right back down. So it came down, it came up, stopped me out, and came right back down. But I have a feeling we might stay around this area for a while. So I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. I'm on Sharevision tonight, 7:45 Eastern. Back here tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern. I shall see you, RJ. Have a great day. See you, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow or tonight or whenever. Bye. I hope you enjoyed today's live stream. If you did, I'll love if you hit the thumbs up button. Remember, we do stream every morning on YouTube and Twitch from 7:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. and every evening on Sharevision from 7:45 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. and every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. Also, I'd love to have you follow me on social media. We're on Twitter at MightyOxTrading, Instagram at MightyOxTrading, and Reddit at r ox market trading.